What is going on, guys? Your boy Raider Knight, and we are playing some Age of History 2 today. It's been a long time, bro. It's been almost 3 months now since we played Age of History. The definitive version is on the way. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of Age of History 3. I don't know if I'm going to play that much Age of History 3. I played a little bit the other day. It was like the first time I loaded it up for a long time, and I was like, I'll play it. It's kind of like EU4, but I do prefer Age of History 2. I think the definitive version, it was looking like it was really bad at first. But the definitive version is starting to come along and actually looks pretty okay. So when the definitive version drops, I'm actually excited for that because I believe it's going to be kind of interesting and different. I think religion is in it from what I've seen on the bottom bar of the game. There's like these new game modes. I think it just added a beta update to Age of History 3 for it, where it's basically like a chaos mode. You pick a country and then every however many turns it switches to a different country. So that'll be kind of different and fun to play with. And then there's so the old tech tree was like 2.0, and now from what I remember seeing, I think most tech goes up to like 40 now or something like that, 40 or 30 or something. So there's a lot more tech in the game now. I don't know if it's still capped at 2.0 and we have to be like more strategic with how we use our technology. I assume it goes up now, but there will be some changes with that, and a lot of things will change in the game. It will be different. I'll kind of miss this texture pack I have for Age of History because this is like a really cool texture pack. But the other texture should be fine as well. But I'll probably have to like redo all my scenarios. I'll lose people like Drake, Joe Biden, which honestly I should switch that back to Donald Trump at this point. But I'll lose a lot of these characters. I put Kanye as Germany, Travis Scott. We have Cardi, Destroy Lonely, and Ken Carson, Kid Cudi, The Rock as a Rock. I need to add Netanyahu. Obviously, it's been an exciting month for those who have forgotten, or 2 months, I guess, because I haven't really posted Age of History for you guys. But obviously, lots of stuff going on the last few months with the war, with all the betrayals, all the drama surrounding that. So take that as you will. Who should we play as today? I've added like a lot of. I guess this could change soon. We might have to actually update Ukraine soon because for those who've been paying attention to the war, it looks like Ukraine might start losing a lot of territory. That probably makes some people in the comments angry. They'll be like, "No, Raider Knight, they'll magically win the war." I'm not against them, but they're gonna lose the war. I mean, it's just common sense. I'm not saying I hate Ukraine or whatever, but they're gonna lose the war. Most likely, I don't think, unless Russia magically collapses internally, Ukraine is not winning the war. That's, common sense. Belarus is basically owned by Russia. The war is not going in Ukraine's favor. They're going to start losing. I think, is this city the one that's close to getting taken? Some city over here is like about to get completely taken. This province, Luhansk or however the fuck you pronounce it, it's about to fall entirely. I think it's like a few days from being completely taken. Donetsk is, I can't even pronounce it. Ukraine has a terrible, terrible language. I don't know. Russian or whatever the fuck it is. I don't care about these countries. I really don't. Both of them are broke. Both of them aren't even that important anymore. The war, obviously, between Israel and Iran, I was pretty crazy. This turned into a a geopolitical video. This was a crazy war. I don't really support it, but at least it's at peace for now. I don't think it's gonna last, but we'll see how that goes. Basically, a lot of puppet states going on here. Why do I have them as a rival? I think that's like old from when it was. I think I had Assad own this. I think I need to fix this. But or no, they were kind of rivals at the start, but now Israel and Syria are like normalizing relations or whatever with that one guy. And if you're paying attention to the news cycle, because Lebanon is trapped basically, right? Because Lebanon was owned by Hezbollah, and they basically were receiving all the different troops from Iran because they were stocking up. Southern Iraq had a lot of proxies, and then Syria, obviously with Assad, had a lot of Russian and Iran proxies, and they were always building up against Israel's border. And I don't support what Israel's doing, but basically Lebanon is like bitching out now. They're like, heck no, we're going to surrender. We're going to be Israel's bitch. That's what it sounds like, at least from what I've seen. It's what it looks like. And then Yemen, obviously, they got whatever they got going on. I don't know. They're kind of a joke at this point, really. But I don't support the war. I think the war is a horrible idea because if it goes full scale, like maybe in a magical scenario, like Iran just collapses and no troops have to go in and it's not as bad as I think it will be. But, you know, we're talking, I mean, the oil went up, like the gas prices went up like 50 cents and they didn't even bomb the oil. So it's not a good sign. You know, the gas goes up 50 cents in the first few days of the war and the oil wasn't even hit yet. So, and the Persian Gulf wasn't blocked off yet. So you do the math of how much the gas prices would go up in America. It'd be shortages everywhere. I mean, we're talking, it'd probably blow over in a few weeks. I don't think it'd be like crazy forever, but you know, we're talking, it'd be like COVID with the shortages, and like gas would probably double in price the first few weeks. I think it would double. It'd be like $5 or whatever for gas. So it'd be expensive, and it's not a war we want. And you could blame multiple factors for that. The USA should not have, you know, kept. I mean, we've kind of broken off from them, and that's kind of why they're doing the war now. Which I don't support the war, obviously. I don't support Iran either. I don't support Palestine. I don't support Israel. I don't support none of these countries. I only support one country, which is America. But yeah, I don't support any of these countries. I don't think we need to get involved with any of that. I think we need to focus on America over all this garbage. I don't really support any of it, to be honest with you. But the war, I mean, they bombed Qatar essentially, and it's kind of crazy how it went because I think had the war continued, I mean, they were going to bomb the Saudi oil. They might have bombed Kuwait because they have a lot of oil also. They were definitely going to block the strait at some point. Would they bomb Dubai? I don't know. Maybe. And then obviously all the proxies in here, they'd probably take southern Iraq, and we have a base right here. And I think we have another base somewhere around here or here somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. But we have some bases in Iraq. And to be honest, we shouldn't even have them anymore because it's getting kind of risky to have them there. With all that, with all that's going on in that area. I think we should maintain bases in Kuwait because that's where all the oil is, obviously. But I don't know. Do we really need them in Iraq anymore? Probably not. Syria is basically a puppet state at this point of Turkey and Israel. So they were talking about they wanted to build a base around Damascus for America, and I don't know if I necessarily support that either, but I don't know. I would just get. I don't really think we need to be involved in the Middle East as much as we used to be anymore. I don't think it's really needed anymore. I think we need to be focusing on China. But that was our geopolitical turn in this video. There'll probably be people in the comments crying. They'll say, Raider Knight, how dare you not support Palestine or Iran? Or they'll say, Raider Knight, how dare you not support Israel? It's like, I don't care about these places. I'm from America. I don't care about these places. They don't matter to me. Israel hates America. They don't even like us. Palestine hates America. Why would I care? You know what I'm saying? Why would I care? From an American standpoint, why would I care? And then, I mean, Iran hates us too. So, you know, do the math. No, none of these countries like us. Syria, I mean, Trump went there. And the leader is like former what? I don't want to get like in trouble with YouTube or whatever, but he's like former, you know, he's like not even a good guy. And like we're allied with him. Going into Kurdistan was a mistake. All this was a mistake. Like you look at what's happened to the map. It's like all these countries, we destroyed them, and then they mass migrated to Europe. They mass migrated to America. Like, we destroyed all these places. I mean, what exactly did we get from this? We got nothing, so why should we go and destroy another one? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, they got nuclear weapons, Raider Knight. They're gonna bomb us. They're gonna bomb us? I mean, Pakistan has nuclear weapons, and Pakistan's not necessarily an American ally. I mean, they used to be, kind of, but I don't know. They harbored the people, you know, they harbored them across their border. So if they're allied with them and nothing happened, I guess Iran, nothing would happen either. But it's hard to say. I mean, I don't support Iran getting a bomb, but I don't support the war either. I think if we just got out of, you know, involvement with a lot of this, I think nothing would happen. But we're going to play as a country today. What country will we play as? Have we ever played as Bangladesh? That'd be kind of a different one. I don't really want to play as Bangladesh, though. Let's do... We've done Korea so many times. We could build like a Papua Empire, Papua New Guinea. We might actually do that. Alright, we're going to play as Papua New Guinea, I guess. It'll be kind of an interesting gameplay. We start out with a lot of tech, so I'm actually okay with that. And we're going to build up this economy. For people who haven't been paying attention to my channel lately, I have kind of retired, obviously. But I am still making videos here and there when I feel like it. We're losing a lot of money. Our country's broke. But now we're going to get rich, guys. Trust in the money. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Maybe we should just get rich the old-fashioned way. We're kind of a broke nation, but we have like a pretty impressive economy, but I don't know. Let's work on that development. Maybe that's the problem. We're not, or maybe we are developed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't know. Not perfect. I'm just Raider Knight. I'm not perfect, guys. No matter what they say. Some people probably miss the channel. They're probably like, Raider Knight, you gotta post every day. It's kind of hard to post every day. Get burnt out. You guys gotta start leaving. But people gotta start leaving better comments. All the comments I've gotten so stupid. People are like, Raider Knight, when are you coming back? Not that those are bad comments necessarily, because that means they want me to come back. But I mean, it is kind of annoying. You know, you go on some of your videos and then you hop on them and it's like, Raider Knight, you're playing Rucoy, but play Age of History. Or you'll go on an Age of History video and they'll say, Raider Knight, play Rucoy. It's like, bro, just watch the video. Just watch the video. Like, I don't know. Maybe just watch that video. I know I don't post a lot anymore, though. We need to get some more land. I don't know how we're going to get more land, though. We're probably going to get taken over. I don't think we're that strong. We're going to build up. Papua New Guinea is going to become an empire. Trust in me, Raider. Trust in Raider Knight. We're going to build up this empire. I don't even think 3,000 is enough to take that, though. Bro, why are we broke, bro? Why are we such a broke nation, you know? Sometimes you just want to be rich in life, but then you end up broke. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody feel that way? You want to be rich, but you're just poor? Does anybody ever feel like that? I know I do. No, I'm pretty rich. I'm honestly, that's the sad part. Because I don't even feel rich, but like if we're talking about like Gen Z on average, I'm probably doing pretty well. But I don't feel that rich. So our generation is just cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Whole generation is screwed. Gained some provinces under our empire. 3 provinces. I'd attack this one, but we have to go to war with Australia, and I don't really want to do that. We could probably just force these guys to join us. Maybe not. Who can we ally with? We can probably get an ally. We probably want Indonesia as an ally, and we'll form a federation with them. Indonesia would be a good ally, because we don't want a war with them. That'd be kind of devastating for us. Oh, we're making a bunch of money now. Let's build up this country. Well, they're at war with Australia. We could take out Australia, probably. If we build up a little bit more, I could probably take them out, in all honesty, because I don't think they're that strong. We're kind of moving up pretty quickly, too. Obviously, it's taking a while, but we are going to become a world empire pretty quickly here. Getting close to an alliance now with Indonesia. This will be a big moment in our empire. The empire with Indonesia. We haven't gone into any wars for a long time. But the empire is now formed. Can we form a federation with them? Probably not. They don't want anything to do with us. We might be able to build up an alliance with the Philippines. And if we could form a federation with the Philippines, or even somebody like New Zealand, that would be pretty major. So we'll try to do that. We definitely need to find an alliance, though. Somebody to ally with. We're going to build up these islands. I feel like these islands would be huge if we have these, like, one of our largest economic provinces on an island, because it's probably not going to get attacked. I feel like our mainland is the most at risk of actually being attacked. If we keep growing this economy, we'll probably be able to form a federation with them. All right, we're officially a great power. They're trying to get us to go to war with France. Probably not going to happen. But we might go to war with Australia because we're starting to become a power here. We have some partners in the region. They're not very good partners, but we have some. Okay, and we have now formed a federation with the Philippines, so we're becoming a pretty large power now. We formed a federation with the Philippines. They have a lot of Korea for whatever reason. Not exactly sure why, but they do. And that's going to give us a lot of land. And we're officially the largest power on the planet. We're going to send an ultimatum to North Korea, force them to join us. They don't want to join us, so that's kind of weird. Okay, so they've attacked us. We can now send the troops in these directions. And then he can go up here. They're going to play some games with us, but we're going to take out North Korea. And then they'll be done pretty quick, so they're just going to be kind of annoying. I forgot all about income tax. That's probably why we're making no money. It's because I thought I was playing in sandbox mode for a second or something. Without the income tax, we're not making any money. That's the problem. We need to get an alliance with the Chinese. China would be a good ally. Actually, Japan would be a good ally too, though. Let's get Japan in the alliance and just fund them. Give them a bunch of money. They'll push China back. This is a pretty strong AI Pakistan, and then even Iraq. It looks like they split up all of Iran. Kind of interesting. We have a very strong Ethiopia. I'm actually surprised about. I don't know if I've seen them that strong before. How's Russia doing? Usually Russia collapses on us, but they're doing okay. Germany is lost. Strong, very strong Romania. Even in Algeria, which is kind of crazy. Nothing's really going on with the Australia situation. Technically, we're barely a larger economy than New Zealand, which is kind of crazy. Who's the top economies? It's me, New Zealand, and Romania. We could probably beat New Zealand in a war. We should probably do that, actually. I think we're going to go to war with New Zealand. We're going to build up a larger population first, though. So we're building up a giant military, and we're probably going to go into New Zealand. I think that's going to be kind of like our series finale for this episode. It's been kind of a short video. Not a lot's really gone on. But, yeah. I don't think they have a military either. I don't think New Zealand is going to be a threat. I think most of their economy is in the south, though, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll declare a war. I think we'll send half of them into the south, maybe a little bit extra, and then half in the north. So these guys will get to business in the north. These guys will get to business in the south. They're going to build up a huge military. They already got a lot of people here. So this guy actually might have to move back to the north after we win in the south. Or we might actually have to just do it right now. So we won in the north, or the south. And now the battle for the north commences. We're probably going to lose. We lost one battle already, so we'll see how this goes. It's not going to be pretty. We're going to lose, probably. Yeah, we already lost. But we've won in the south. That's all that matters, right? A huge victory in southern New Zealand. The north had a lot of troops. But the south is where the economy is, so I guess once we take this, they're going to be bankrupt, so I guess it doesn't matter. Huge victory for our empire. Gained almost double the economy. And I don't think anybody can touch us now, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. We built a cool little empire, kind of different. And I will see you all for the next one. Peace.